What's up, YouTube and all my Ryker riders out there? In this episode, which is like number 700 of how many videos I have, customer had music put into this Can-Am Ryker, wanted a larger amp. We put a larger amp. He felt that it was drawing too much power from the battery. So guess what? We are going to add a second battery and an isolator to this Can-Am Ryker. I'm going to show you how to do it. The anti-gravity battery. So this is going to be the secondary battery. Over here we have, where is the isolator? I don't know, it's missing. Where is it? Oh, here we go. Here we go. We have a Isolator smart battery isolator. So what this is going to do is, when the auxiliary battery goes, it will start charging from the main battery, so the main, and vice versa. So this way, when he's playing music, it's not pulling so much drain from the main battery. Got everything out. We're gonna rewire the music because now the lines will have to be in a different direction, because I gotta find a spot where I can mount the battery. So before I install the battery and where I'm going to put it permanently, just did a test run. Everything works. It powers up the Bluetooth receiver and the amp. So now this battery is small enough where I could put everything in here neatly, have the battery and the amp all together in the same unit. Just going to have to clip some wires, rerun some wires, and yeah, let me start the process. And I didn't even do the isolator yet. I'm thinking I'm gonna put the isolator in here also, just to keep it waterproof. Okay, so I decided to hook the battery, the tiny lithium battery, I decided to put it in the frunk with the amp. I lined the frunk with heat wrap so it will not get as hot. I put fuses there just in case it gets too hot. The fuses will pop. But right now everything's going good. Now we're gonna wire up the isolator. Here's the instructions. I'm gonna pop them up. I'll leave them up there for you for a moment. So as you can see, from the main battery to the oscillator, back to the secondary battery, to all the accessories. So that's what we're gonna do. And the oscillator, when it's gonna read when the battery is being drained from the music, it's gonna charge the battery from the main. So it's gonna take the stress off of the main battery, pulling all that juice and all the other accessories. So right now, I have the wires coming from the main battery in, all the way streamed through. I'm going to set up the wires for the oscillator, connect it, and let's see how it happens. Right now, the music plays perfectly. So you're going to want to run a positive and a negative, of course, from your main battery. That's going to go into the isolator. It's going to go into the isolator. And like I said, I'll keep these instructions up. You could pause the videos, take a screenshot. That's how it's gonna look. All right. Let me finish up my wiring. As you can see, my mess, everything is in there. When I started it up, you can't see, but the LED light does come on when it needs to charge that separate battery. I'm gonna clean all this up. I still didn't tighten things up here. Make sure I tighten up all the wires, zip tie everything out the way, make it nice and neat. But it looks like the front is gonna store everything. I'm gonna move the amp over. But so far, everything's working. I'm gonna let you hear the sound as soon as I clean everything up. Isolator installed. I know it's not a sexy wiring job that you guys are used to, but it works. Battery lithium here, amp, Bluetooth receiver, RGB in the back. I always leave enough slack just in case you ever got a clamshell-less bike. Always leaving some slack. Now I'm gonna play some music. So this is gonna turn on and off, I'm assuming, when it needs to, because that's what an isolator does. So let me get some music so you can see how it sounds. I'm not even going to turn it up loud. Let's see if I can get something to play. Let's see. Okay. Alright, give me a sec. I'll get you something to play. Alright, guys, real quick, because I probably left this out in the video. The second, well, let's start with the first. First battery is the main battery. I have nothing hooked up to that except for the power of the bike. The second battery has the amp power, it has the RGB power, and it also has the Bluetooth controller power. Of course, the Bluetooth controller is also hooked up to the auxiliary, which when the bike shuts down, shuts off the Bluetooth controller, which then turns off the amp so it doesn't stay on. So with the isolator now, nothing is drawing from the main battery constantly. It'll only draw from the main battery when the secondary battery goes down low, I think below 12 something or whatever. I'm not sure. All the specifics are in the instructions. So that's how I hooked it up, and which I found was cool that, and I'll show you in a little video at the end, the second RGB on the big speakers were never turning on, and I think that's because it was pulling too much power. Now when I hooked everything to a secondary battery, the second set of speakers RGBs turned on. I don't know, but this is how it works. I hope it works for you. I am not a professional. I mean, I've been installing things since the 90s working on bikes. I'm old, so I have some skill set, but I am nowhere near professional. Just take this as advice if you're going to do it on your own. All right? Let's finish up in the video. Let's hope that one is not copyright. Alrighty. That is it. Battery isolator installed with a dual battery. Like I said, instructions are pretty straightforward. I'm not sure how this isolator works. I don't know if the red light stays on and goes off. They said different ones do different things. I don't know. Either way, installed, ready to go, and I hope I helped. Like I said, I'm not a professional, but I pretty much know what I'm doing. Ride safe, like, subscribe, and follow, and always remember to ride safe.